Oh my gosh. I was like, am I that egotistical? I'm just the only person on the screen. Good morning, everybody.
What's popping?
Good morning, panel. And just in case anybody is wondering, but first, good morning, Brick World. But in case anybody's wondering, Brick Babe will be joining us soon. She's
very shortly.
She's running a little behind. So just no worries. I don't know. I don't want to say that's the reason. Like I totally understand because I get sick a lot and stuff. So we have like a lot of similarities when it comes to illnesses and stuff. So, but she said that she messaged me. She said she's running behind, but she'll be here. So no worries. It's all good. But yes, good morning, Brick World. It is another wonderful Sunday with everybody here. We have a wonderful guest today. She has been on with us before. She's a big part of the community. She's all over the place. I feel like she was just on London Calling. So we'll bring her out in just a minute. And it is Brightest Witch Bricks, by the way. Just to get everybody excited and warmed up. The topic today is sorting. I'm not gonna front. I'm probably the worst and least prepared for this show. I've mentioned many times I'd rather bash my head against the wall than sort bricks. I cannot stand sorting. I've if I had enough money, I would pay people to do it for me. Luckily, sometimes Mrs. Hive, I don't know if it's the OCD in her, but she likes to sort. I've had a few other friends of mine, like Hoarder 66, say that they'll come over and sort with me or for me or whatever the case may be. And I don't think it'd be as bad if I was like hanging out. Yeah, just be helping me out, but sorting party. But that's the topic today. We're gonna go over just stuff about it. Is it important? Costs? Can it be fun? What's the best method of doing it? And like really kind of what the purpose of it is. So yes, that will be a good thing to discuss. All right, let's get into the bulletin board. I'm sorry, I still haven't made a clip for this bulletin board thing, but I will get to it eventually. So let's see here. First of all, I want to say hello and thank you to the replay gang.
What's
all
poppin'?
of you are absolutely wonderful. You always rock my socks and always continue to amaze me. There's something I wanted to show as well, so let me get it pulled up here because it was part of the bulletin board. I was going to put it in the news, but I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and put it in the bulletin board. And I can't think today. All right, there we go. Okay. So, somebody in the community named Brick Studio, you might know who he is. He made this for a charity.
Nice.
Yeah. It's the Children's Miracle Network. I guess it was affiliated with Walmart. But yeah, he was telling me about it and stuff, and he sent me the picture of it finished, and I guess he took it to them. But that was really awesome, and I really wanted to highlight that was really awesome of Chris to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So
super cool.
Yeah, definitely.
10 out of 10 dogs on that one.
What?
Woo! Who's this?
Who's this?
Black Music Month. I told you I was bringing it every single
It's Run DMC.
No, I'm LL Cool J.
Oh, LL Cool J. I'm sorry. I was thinking of the
bucket hat.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me put you on the big screen.
Yeah, gosh, Hive.
I'm sorry. I'm getting old. I know, and I should know this, man. Mama Said Knock Me Out is like one of my favorite albums, man. You jingling, baby. Go ahead, baby.
Not today, but
yeah. But that's just me trying to, you know what? Before I continue with the bulletin board, and now that we got Brick Babe here too, let me go ahead and bring out our guest for today because I don't want to leave her laying in the green room. So, everybody, please welcome Brightest Witch Bricks.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. Thank you for. Here, let me give you a. Yeah, we don't play around here. But yes, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. I know you have a very busy schedule right now. As a matter of fact, you were mentioning to us that you may even have to leave a few minutes early, which we completely understand. And everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, yeah, was it something to do with like Chicago? She got like another stream to go to or something?" Nah, man, she's going to brunch. It's time for some Bloody Marys. It's time for some
Nice.
friends and some talking and some. Yeah, look, like we all got lives, and
Brunch.
well, and everybody knows we don't have guests very often on Good Morning Brick World, and part of it is just it's hard getting guests. It's like it's difficult sometimes, but you know it's a morning show. And normally people on a Sunday morning, even if they are awake, they're not really up and about. I remember a long time ago when I didn't do Good Morning Brick World, and I used to watch Sunday morning show that Ryan had with oh gosh, I can't even think of the name now. It's been so long. But anyways, they had like a
Bad Bricks or something. Whatever?
No. It was three of them. It was Just Too Good, Ryan, and then I forget his name.
Before my time.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, I used to like just when I'd wake up, you know what I mean? Like just watch it in bed, you know what I mean? Before I even like get out of bed sometimes. So, you know, but sometimes we get these little awesome, you know, things that happen. And you know, we're talking about, like I said, the topic today is sorting. And you know, you can see right behind, you know, definitely behind Brighter Switch Bricks and Drewbrickz, like they have their sorting containers, you guys know, on Sundays.
On purpose.
Yeah. And then on Sundays, Brick Babe does her sorting Sunday.
Lego sorting Sunday.
Yeah. So I mean, all three of you guys at least have different levels, but at least you're in the sorting game. I am so bad. I just have tons. Like you can see some of them, like just tons of cardboard boxes, just tons of pieces in there. It's chaos. But yeah, since we were going to be talking about sorting today, I just knew that Lauren, you know, I'm not going to say she's at the top of the sorting game, but I know she does sort a lot and she's very organized, and that's a big part of it. And, you know, we love Lauren, and we
know how to look organized. Let's just say that.
Well, she can at least tell you how to
Don't look behind the curtain. It's fine.
I think most of us actually probably never want to show much more than what we already show within camera view. Like there's definitely stuff on the floor over here, and
yes.
But I still got one of them big cardboard boxes, and this table next to me is a disaster.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. So, however, we still, you know, like I said, we need to do some sorting at least, and we value your opinion. And also, you know, there is an aspect of sorting to like going to things like Brick World Chicago and everything. So it'd be good to talk about all that stuff. All right, continuing on with the bulletin board. We said hello to the replay gang. I showed you guys Brick Studios mosaic for charity. If you'd like to support the host, the links to all of their descriptions, all of the links are in the description, including their Instagram page and their YouTube channel. That goes for Brighter Switch Bricks as well. Please go over there and support all of them and their wonderful content. If you'd like to support this channel, support me, you can, I don't know, do everything from just liking the stream to being a subscriber to being a member to being, you know, just engaging in the chat and the comments. You can do a donation. We have tons of different clips for stuff like that. If you'd like your sigfig to be in the intro or any other random video that I do, you know, sometimes stop motion, sometimes city updates, it just doesn't, you know, whatever. You can send your sigfig to the PO box in the description below, and I will definitely have it in the intro. As you could tell today, I, you know, had the intro for all the sigfigs and the barn door set. I just finished building it. As a matter of fact, you can see it back there. I'm gonna be making that like a mountain.
Oh, looks good.
Yeah, so that way it'll kind of look more natural sitting up there. But yeah, oh, you know, I was even going to run the train today and I totally forgot about it. Anyways, yes, I will put your sigfig in the intro. And we do have a poll right now for if you like to sort. I do believe, do you sort Lego? Yes, no, or a little bit. I say a little bit because some people only sort a little bit, or maybe only have a little bit. Some people go wild with it. But we'll get more into that later. Also, I wanted to say, again, I might as well get right out of the way. I apologize for our host and his inability to not hit the end stream button instead of just the back button.
Who is he? Where is
Ooh,
he?
where is he?
These things happen. I'm not gonna give them too much crap because I figured the chat and all of their wisdom and glory and shenanigans would definitely.
I waited several hours for you to rant about me and not one word. Disappointed.
Oh, the chat went in on you. We didn't even know what was going on. We saw the chat. They were like, Drew.
Yeah, look, like I was saying, if nobody gave you any crap, I was going to, or Brick Bay would.
The DMs Hive.
Oh my gosh, I know we got so many messages. Did you know the stream ended? What's going on? Everything okay? And look, I mean, I appreciate all of you. I love all of you. Everybody was concerned. But yeah, no, just a technical error, you know.
Flavor. It's flavor text.
If
Yeah,
your power goes out, Drew, you're just done.
Just a technical error.
Drew, if your power goes out, don't come back. Don't come
All right,
back.
no. The reason I brought that up is because I wanted to let you guys know the poll that we had last week. Oh, he had the McDonald's drive-through speaker going on. The poll last week for as far as where you basically get most of your Lego content and interact with Lego community was overwhelmingly YouTube. Second was Second was Twitch. Third was Instagram. And then fourth was others, including things that I don't know because
There's only so many hours in the day.
Is that right? It's like, oh my gosh. Anyways, yep. That's it for the bulletin board, everybody. All right, we have a lot to kind of get into because, again, since we ended the stream halfway through, we didn't get into like celebrations and hashtags and stuff like that. So we kind of have a bit of extra stuff to show. But let's go ahead and get into the good mornings. As per usual, as is ritual, we like to make sure that we acknowledge all of you because we love and appreciate all of you being here. Because the best thing you can give to us is your time. Some people would say it's love, but honestly, look, I'll take the views either way. If you hate me or love me, you know, it's all about the time. Rob Claxton, good morning. How are you doing?
Claxton.
Miss Amby, good morning. Brick World, remember to like the stream, everybody. Thank you, because some of us, including me, just always forget to remind people about that. So please, yes, like the stream and get your 8 essential vitamins and minerals with your breakfast. Pink Wheels, good morning to you. How are you doing today? Thank you for being here. Stephanie, how are you doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Big Nate, what is going on? How
Morning.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. My Bricks and me. Good morning, Brick Road fam.
Hey.
Yes, good morning to you as well. Ultra Bricks, afternoon. You must be across the pond. But afternoon to you. Brian, good morning, good morning. Pickle says, technically I sort. I put in bin for my husband to sort. Well, I mean, look, you're part of the process. So I guess, you know, that's what counts. Brightest Witch Bricks, good morning to you. Always glad to have you here.
Good morning.
Only One Kenobi, good morning, you beautiful people.
Morning.
Well, good morning to you, you beautiful person. Appreciate that. Trevor's Videos, good morning.
Good morning,
Good after Lego family. Good after. I don't know, whatever, but good morning. How you doing, man? Justin, what's going on? Good morning, good morning. Pickle says, this is the cutest opening ever, Hive. Well, I find that so wild that you would say
And
that.
I missed it.
Because it's the cutest opening, but it's like the darkest set, like, I think I have. As a matter of fact, I was almost compelled to do a review on this set. In a weird sort of way. It was almost like a love-hate kind of review. Because I just didn't care much about the interior. As a matter of fact, I totally stripped a lot of the interior just to sell a lot of it, like stuff like this.
Yeah.
You know, with the little crystal ball thing that I forget the name of all the time. But the outside of it, man, that is some beautiful, beautiful architecture. I'm just flabbergasted. It reminds me a lot of the artist H.R. Giger. If y'all don't know who he is, he designed the xenomorph alien from the movie Aliens. Yeah, really rad stuff. Anyways, but yeah, cutest opening ever. Awesome. Thank you, Pink Whales. One Brick Stud, good morning to you. Lego TV, good day from down under. Oops, in Schmongberg. Schmongberg. I can never pronounce that thing.
Schomburg.
Schomburg. Yes, I will say right off the bat, I'm a little salty, a little depressed, just a little bit angry. But look, I'm there in spirit. So whenever you get really mad at something or somebody or anything, man, just channel your inner Hive, and I will be there. But Lego Team B, yeah, it was so awesome. At least I got to meet you last year. So, and to everybody that I won't get to see, like Lady McBrick and Greg and everybody that is further away, there'll be another day. It'll happen. Let's see where we at. Fabu Brick, what is going on? Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? Hey. Camel City Brick House. Good morning to you. Thank you for being here, my friend. Let's see. Sorting is our life. Yeah, I would imagine for you guys, dude. Sorting is definitely life. Bricklock, what is going on, Mr. Lincoln? Speaking of Illinois, every time I see Illinois, though, I'm reminded of my buddy. He lives in Key West. Such a good friend of mine. I've known him for so long, but he lived in Illinois for a while and he hated it, and now he calls it Illinois. Anyways, Macro, what is going on, my friend? The last member that won the last giveaway. How are you doing? Jesse's Brick Galaxy, what is going on? Good morning, Jesse. Tori Cruz says, I love sorting. Really?
Come sort my place.
Well, sorting has to. I mean, I do a lot of sorting.
I don't know what the chemical, balance in your brain would be the reason why you do or do not like sorting. Because, like I said, I would rather literally, I would let everybody in the chat right now slap me in the face, just slap instead of sorting, right? But Tori,
Chicago 2025.
I know, right? Every time I meet
line up
they're gonna be like, yo,
slap hive, everybody.
Remember that slap? But yeah, Tori loves sorting. So I mean, and I think that Mrs. Hive does too. I imagine it's kind of like a Tetris kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Therapeutic.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, I guess. Like you said,
it gets to a point where it's not.
But I will say, just like I do like putting puzzles together, and obviously I like building Lego. There is a very good feeling when you start completing and seeing the build come together, which is probably why we like Whip Wednesdays so much. Mm-hmm. So anyways, Rick, what is going on? How you doing? Good morning to you. Thank you for being here. LL Cool Babe, Lonely One Kenobi. That's hot.
I like that. I should have done that.
That's good. I like that a lot.
He knew who I was, Hive.
I was on her level.
Thank you.
Girl. Dude, I love me some LL Cool J, man. Let's see here. Where are we at? LL Cool Babe. Oh, Contra. Good morning.
Good morning.
And Trevor said the fabulous Lauren. I know Lauren got a fan club. I'm telling you. Let's see here. Oh my God. Hey, Lauren.
Lauren brought her fan club with her. We're loving it.
No, that's what I'm saying, right? Shy time is my time. What's up, Shy? How you doing, brother? Man, Shy, I've been busy lately too. Another person that is going to be out in Chicago. Look, if you guys are going out in Chicago, make sure you say hi to everybody. Look, don't be shy. Like, that's the biggest part of why everybody's in there. Don't be shy. I gotta get that clip. But yeah, that's one of the biggest parts of the reasons why we all go is to see each other. And for some of us, like I've said before, it's like one of the only times of the year or whatever we get to see each other, and it's a very important and special time. So look, most of us, I don't want to speak for everybody, but most of us, look, you guys are part of the community. You make our channels. You grow with us. Some of you out in the chat we've seen and known for like years, even we've never met in person. So if we get a chance to meet you in person, we're gonna want to say hi. You know what I mean? I don't know if we'll have time to, go out and spend the day together, but definitely say hi. Let's see. Hello from UK. Oh, yep. Dude, Jude, what's up? Good morning. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Let's see here. Where are we at? I don't want to miss anybody. Oh my gosh, Trevor. Oh my gosh. And yeah, we're not going to miss that hashtag, my bricks and me. I saw that. Let's do a thing real quick for Trevor. Goodness. Let's do a funny one. We'll do Super Troopers. Here we go.
Enhance.
Just print the damn thing.
Enhance. Thank you, Trevor. Appreciate that very, very much. I always talk about, like, you know, honestly, the most important thing all you guys give to me is your time, but I cannot explain how important and how much I appreciate you guys donating monetary stuff, because it helps me do things like upgrade the channel, pay for stuff like StreamYard, you know, et cetera. You know, stuff like member giveaways and all that. Gabriel, good morning. But yes, my bricks and me. Hashtag Drew fail. Hashtag Drew fail. Yeah, that's getting an air horn. Let's see, Shy, we're heading back to the Vintage Cafe for breakfast. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, it's killing me just seeing all this stuff, man. Like, I saw somebody post something already, and I was like, oh yeah. I remember those days when we were young and we went to get donuts. I can't. Oh my god, dude. All right, anyways, all right. I'm gonna pull myself together. Click and Cliff, what is going on? Good morning to you. Bricklock, been a member for 24 months. Oh my god. Bricklock, thank you so much. I appreciate you very much. PBJ, what is going on? Good morning. Thank you for being here. Old Man of the Bricks, good morning to you. Brick Jedi, good morning to you. Two Humble Bricks, good morning to you as well. Yeah, and maybe Carrie can come over to Chicago one year, maybe next year. I'm kind of curious who might be going to Japan for Star Wars Celebration. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'd really like to hit up Japan for Star Wars Celebration. I mean, no matter what I think of any current shows or whatever, man, it doesn't mean like I hate Star Wars. You know what I mean? And plus, Japan. Are you kidding me? And to be. Good morning. Top of the morning to you. What mock is closest to you right now? The one I broke up into pieces, unfortunately. But that happened. What are you going to do? That's a whole different story I can't get into right now. Brooklyn Bricks, good morning. Dark Helmet, good morning. Spaceballs in the house. Always love to see you here. Dark Helmet. Let's see, Rob Claxton, good morning to you. Where are we at? Cajun A-Fall, good morning to you. Fall Equinox, good morning as well. It was so lovely to meet her at Chicago last year. Again, I'm trying not to get the feels here, but it's tough, man. It's like the meme. Everywhere I turn around, dude, I see Chicago. Something just keeps. I see your face.
Snow White running through the dark forest.
I know, it's like, stay away. I'm not crazy. Let's see here. I really need to do it, but honestly, I don't have the patience to sit still that long. It's tough. It's tough. I don't like sorting, but sure, like when they are sorted. Yes, that's almost like any task that sucks to do for most people, but you do get that satisfaction of, again, completing something, especially if it's important. You know what I mean? And especially if it's something you tasked to do and you completed it. And yeah, man, pat yourself on the back. It's all right. You're not, being egotistical for giving yourself a little confidence and, support. That's a good thing. Let's see here. Everybody saying hello. Stay away from the button, Drew. Yeah, if anybody has any comments for Drew, please. This is the only stream I'm going to fully just let it rain. Like, yeah. But keep it decent. This is a morning show. We have children watching. And dumb people that can't take stuff out of context. Hive, you're not going due to work. Chicago, yeah. So my foot is still, it's getting a lot better. But I am still in the process of healing. I am still not working. I am still on workman's comp. So that means I cannot go for long distances and just be all willy-nilly with stuff. And I don't even know if it's going to affect Virginia either, to be honest with you. So, but at least if anything does happen, I'll still have my cookout. So if anybody's around and they're able to come, they can definitely come out and hang out. All right. Yes. I do believe. Did I just see whiskey 88 or
Whiskey.
488? Yes. What is up? Good morning, Wayne. How
At
are
the
you
airport.
doing, my friend? I'm sorry. What?
At the airport.
Who's at the airport?
Whiskey
Oh.
from the airport.
Oh. Goodness.
Traveling.
Oh. Are you going to Chicago?
Don't tell him. Whiskey, don't tell him.
Don't tell me. I don't want to know. So yes. Sorry, I was just reading that comment. Oh, Christine Harbor. Good morning. How you doing? Yeah. So thank you for everybody for being here. We appreciate you very much. Yeah, it's Chicago. I imagine as per usual. And look, about the being salty and all that. I'm not being salty, but yes, I am very sad. I'm sure as anybody saw my stream or one of my vlogs when I talked about it, you can tell I was very upset about it. But you know what I mean? That's just the way it is. Like I was telling Mrs. Hive, I was like, yeah, I'm sad. And she was like, feeling sorry for me and stuff, but I was telling her, but was like, look, I was like, when I was there, some people weren't, and I wasn't acting all gloomy then, was I? Nope. I was putting out a vlog every single day. But yeah, I mean, it's just like I said, it is how it is. But I do hope everybody does have a very good time and has very safe travels. I know some of you are traveling from very far. Mrs. Hive, for a lot of my friends that live across the pond, Mrs. Hive is often talked about going back to London. She went years ago and she wants to go back. So maybe, we can go over there and time it out to go to one of the conventions or something like that. So it'd be even easier to try to see everybody kind of all in one spot, So, and I really need to dive into some of the culture over there as far as like the food goes. Because I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm not going to lie. And I don't want any of my friends, my brothers and sisters from across the pond to be upset when I say this. But a lot of your food looks absolutely disgusting. But I eat a lot of very disgusting things over here in America. So I have like an iron stomach. But I've heard it also tastes very good.
It was tasty. Everything was tasty. I even think I ate things I probably wouldn't normally eat, like mashed peas. It's a thing. And I'm just like,
I mean,
okay,
that sounds nice. I love
not
peas.
bad.
It's a lot of the names over there kind of throw me off too.
Yeah.
They don't sound all
It's like, what is this?
I mean,
you say this is the word, but what is it?
well, plus, I remember when me and Greg first started talking, on streams and all that, and I was talking about how much I love biscuits and gravy, and he was disgusted when he heard that, and I understand now, because you don't put gravy on cookies. But I'm like, I told him, I'm like, well, just call it a cookie. It's a problem solved. Anyways, I'm sorry, but I'm being stupid. What is going on? Brick Studio says, I'm here if you want to show my thing I made, Hive. You're already late, man. I already showed it. Man, we don't play around here. We don't play around. Mashed peas and a meat pie. So a meat pie, as far as I know, is the same thing as a pasty.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with pasties. Because I confused those with pasties. When I first went to northern Michigan, they're like really big up there. And like, you pass billboards and be like, try our pasties. And I was like, what? And so I'd have to ask my friends, I'm like, is there strip clubs up here or something? Like, what's going on? I'm like, no, man. It's like a
pot pie.
Yeah, it's like a pot pie.
Basically.
Yeah. But it's absolutely delicious. Good
like
stuff.
Minced meat. Yeah.
Yeah, there's even like breakfast versions of them. And occasionally, like if Mrs. Hive, she goes up north a lot because like her family's up there and stuff. And when she comes back, she'll bring some like a cooler, stuff like that. Good stuff. Mushy peas are kind of good, not gonna lie. Yeah, man. I mean, food can definitely look horrible, but taste delicious. I mean,
had prawn chips for the first time over there, and I'm like, what are these?
Aren't those like little shrimp?
Like, yeah, it's just like almost freeze-dried shrimp flavored, like dehydrated chips, like what you would call a chip. It's not a fry; it's a real chip, like American.
Well, I remember going down. I worked and lived in New Orleans for a while, and the locals down there, they show me how to eat like a crawfish.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm like, what the? I know, like you basically just snap it, like just like
Snap it.
because they
Equal
see me
size.
and I'm sitting there trying to peel it all up, and they're like, "What are you doing?" And I wasn't even about that anyways, because I don't like working that hard for my food. You know what I mean? If there's going to be a lot of manual labor involved, I'm just not going to be all about that. I need to eat like a lot quicker, So, see, I did good on it, 14,000 pieces. Yeah, man, everybody liked it. It was good stuff, definitely.
I didn't realize I was muted, guys. I don't know how long I've been talking.
I just figured, you were just trying to not say something. I don't know. I figured maybe we were talking to Mo. It's hard to say.
No
well-
wonder you didn't hear me.
No, LL Cool Babe, you want to tell us what's going on?
No, because I said you had to play it early before Drew ended the live.
Wait,
when
what?
Brick Studio said, did you want to show it? You said you already had. Oh, Hive,
Yeah.
you've ruined the joke even more.
Ah,
I'm sorry. I hate it when I ruin jokes that are supposed to be towards me.
I was
Oh,
saying you
here.
had to rush and do it before Drew ended the stream early.
Well, I'm just gonna do it to save us all. So
Oh man.
We're really triggered by that.
Yeah, it's it's weird because like I was talking about the news. So when I share the screen, all I can see is what I'm sharing. I can't see the panel, I can't see the chat or anything. So so I'm just talking about the news, and then all of a sudden, like Brick Babe's like, "Hey, Hive, you want to check the private chat?"
I was so afraid to tell him. I was like, this ended. It said
ended. And then look, and if it was like a Hive stream or Pure Fury, it would have been like, oh yeah, well that shouldn't really surprise me, I mean, some probably just got whatever, But I'm like, good morning, Brick World. I'm
not
like,
like good morning, Brick.
I'm like, what?
Not like you.
Oh my, like what happened? I do declare there must be something wrong around here. But yeah, and then I watched back, and it ended right after Drew was like waving goodbye. I was like, oh, well, that's what happened.
Anybody who was in the chat then, it was so hilarious. They were like, Drew, what did you do?
Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny.
Button. Who's got the button?
don't mess with people's good morning brick world, man.
I'm telling you what. But I really do appreciate, like I said, the concern, because a lot of people didn't know what happened, man. So
Including us.
The funny thing is, no one ever messaged me.
Oh,
They just knew.
they talked about you.
well, it was, I guess, some people did know it was because of you before we even said anything, and I didn't even realize that at first, but I don't know. These things happen, The world is an imperfect place. Things fall apart. Speaking of things falling apart, why don't we go ahead and get into because when news breaks, we fix it. So yeah, there is some interesting news going on. So let's go ahead and share the screen and see what we got going on here. Oh, I was already sharing the screen and I just closed it. Doggone it, man. I'll tell you what, I can't.
Breaking news: Drew presses the button again, causes widespread
panic. All right, so Target sales save 20% on these Lego sets. So you got the land speeder, if you're into that sort of thing. Upcoming Lego brand store building events. So you got this: build a Lego progress flag and take it home with you, or build a Lego photo frame and take it home with you. I'm glad they let you take it home with you. It kind of sucked if you built it and they're like, nah, you gotta leave it here. Lego brands here in North America. I feel like that's a key component here. We'll have some building events in the next few weeks of June. The first one is actually tomorrow for a Lego photo frame and will be held from 12 to 2 p.m. local time. The other build is Lego Progress Flag to celebrate Pride Month and will be happening on Friday, June 14th from 5 to 7 local time. Both building events are free and will be on a first come, first serve basis. Very
It's
cool.
being called a progress flag.
I'm sorry?
It's being called a progress flag.
Yeah. The Lego Progress. Wait.
Social media.
Hey, is that right?
I guess.
I mean, I'm not saying we don't want progress, but I mean,
I
is
think
that?
it's just a general category that was probably.
Well, I guess if it's not right, they'll hear about it. So Lego Ideas working image projector magic lantern achieves 10,000 supporters. Okay, so I was checking this out, right? This is very interesting. This has to be the most complicated looking type of, and I don't mean complicated as far as like the moving components necessarily, but just as far as like what is being used. So there's an actual mirror in this set. It's very, very interesting. Now it's not like a projector. I don't want anybody to get things mixed up here. It just projects an image. So I'm not gonna say too much about this. I'll leave it for pure rant fury. But look, if you want because look, it's very cool looking. And it is very interesting as far as the build goes. Sometimes I almost feel like there should just be like a Lego museum or something. And just to show all these awesome builds. But you don't need to make $150 set out of it or something. But whatever, you know what I mean? Some people might really want this, but still, it's very, very unique. I will definitely give it that. I don't think there's been, I mean, we've had some pretty basic light images, but nothing like this. I mean, this is almost like literal, almost camera type work. So good on them as far as the build goes. Another sale on Amazon. We've got the 3-in-1 castle for $84.99. I don't know if that's just like America. Probably is, but who knows? It doesn't say. Yeah, it doesn't say. But it says it's supposedly retiring soon. So, Lego Horizons Adventures officially announced. I don't really know much about all this stuff, but this is that one set they made the game. I mean, yeah, they made that one set off this game, wasn't it? So I think it was already a game, and now they just Legofied it.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
It's a really good game. So.
I mean, if you're already into the game, which it seemed like a lot of people were, it was popular enough to make a Lego set about. Imagine you'd probably really want to play it in a Lego form, maybe. Brick Designer Program. So I can't see the chat or anything, and I'll go back to it when I come out of here. But I'm just curious, if you bought anything from here, let me know in the chat. And if you want, when you say yes, if you want, let me know what you got. I ain't gonna lie, I got the Mushroom House.
That thing's pretty cool.
Did anybody on the panel get anything?
I'm broke.
I mean, I feel like one of us did. I swear I saw something, but maybe not.
I didn't. Oh,
I bought some things.
Yes.
Me? Buying things?
Look, I ain't gonna lie. I really wanted this train station,
Yeah.
especially for what I'm doing right now with the city. But I just can't. You know, I mean, I bought Barn Door, and I did buy the Mushroom House. But I won't, dude. That Mushroom House, like, all these are awesome. But that Mushroom House, I feel like
Is the Mushroom House fully enclosed?
No, but I know, and I know how I am about that stuff. But it's still good enough. I just was like, yeah, it's a beautiful looking set, and it's under $100, man. And I know. Look,
Under
and,
100.
Rare for these.
yeah, and all Legos are too expensive in my opinion. But look, for that's a good deal. I feel like for under 100, it's a very unique, one of a kind, limited set. You know what I mean? You get a big snail.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Cool build.
Yeah, like I was just like, that is just gonna look so beautiful in the forest. But all the rest of the stuff is really awesome too. It's just, you guys know. Yeah, so we got the Pharrell Williams movie trailer, piece by piece.
so cool.
I'm very interested about this for a lot of different reasons. It looks beautiful. I mean, just like how all the Lego movies do. They look absolutely gorgeous. It seems like it'd be a very interesting story. I'm kind of curious because I couldn't tell from the trailer if they're going to really acknowledge Nerd, because that's where I knew Pharrell before Pharrell was like big, was from the group Nerd. But anyways, I will say, and I don't want to sound like a prude because I don't care. I think it's really cool, but I'm kind of surprised Lego is messing around with like Snoop Dogg and Jay-Z and Kendrick Lamar. Maybe some of not the other ones as much, but just because of a lot of the content that they rap about, you know what I mean?
Just as long as it ain't R. Kelly, we're good.
Or
Kids,
P. Diddy.
you'll learn about that one day. Maybe you can find, you'll learn about that.
Ask your parents.
Yeah, your parents tell you about that. We're not going to get into that, but I don't know.
Do you have a rating on it yet?
Well,
Ooh, I don't
are they
think it
gonna?
does.
What is it gonna be rated? Anything above PG?
It could be PG-13.
I bet it stays PG.
I
PG.
can't even imagine Lego would want to push anything to the PG. Has they ever pushed anything PG-13?
Have they ever done anything of this magnitude? I mean, this is unprecedented territory
No,
here.
I agree.
We'll see.
Which will, yeah, we'll see. And I think that this would be another interesting conversation, a bigger conversation for another day about like where Lego can expand in different areas that might be more adult, a little more adult oriented.
They did last year. It seems like Pharrell has their ear. Remember, I think he's a creative director for Louis Vuitton. And remember, you had all the Lego trees and the Lego storefronts. So Pharrell he has Lego's ear.
Yeah, right on. Yeah. I mean, look, I have nothing but high hopes for it. I hope it works out really good. I mean, look, honestly, any direction almost that Lego goes, you know what I mean, and expands is not a bad thing. You know what I mean? It just, for a lot of us, it just depends on if they can stick to their word on stuff and not kill us with the wallet. All right, next on some news. So yeah, we already talked about that. Let's see what else we got going on here. So we got more ideas for Lego ideas. I'm not gonna lie, this coffee shop type building is amazing. I love the whale. The planet stuff, that's cool. Yeah. I don't know, man. So some of the stuff's really nice, and I never want anybody to think that I'm like trying to crap on anybody's artwork. It's just more about like, is there something, because we're talking about something turning into a set. So is there something that's better that can be turned into a set? You know what I mean? But these are really awesome builds. But I will say this, I love.
Yeah.
Like this architecture design, man. Everything from where the gutters are to the steps to these columns down here. Flowers going up the wall, amazing stuff. Oh, I didn't even realize it was modular. Holy crap. I guess that makes sense. And this is just, I think this is a beautiful just display piece. If you're really into the ocean and stuff, I just would imagine like, that would be something really cool to put on display in your desk or a shelf. Oh yeah, we already know about that. So we got this Vader Lego Star Wars 25 years special magazine with Darth Vader figure and metal cans. They put a can in a magazine. What? So that's a tin can right there. Interesting. Future magazine also in other countries. Okay, so yeah, there's nothing. Okay. All right. Next, I wanted to show Tyler. Drewbrickz had pictures of these minifigs that will be out with the Dark Millennium Falcon. Nice. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I don't want to sound petty, but I'm just not really impressed. I mean, okay, C-3PO, you got a black arm and some red eyes. Whoopee. Darth Jar Jar. I mean, like the headpiece is cool and stuff, and I mean, the torso. I don't hate it, but it just seems pretty basic, man. I don't know, nothing that great. And then I wanted to show two things Brick Clicker was showing us. One is Bumblebee. Oh, so nice. If you bought Optimus and you're down with the Transformers, if you're more than meets the eye, there you go. Nice. Super Mario World, Mario and Yoshi. We haven't gotten a Yoshi yet, have we? I don't think we've gotten a Yoshi yet.
We got the little buildables, but we don't have a big one. Like we have a million. We have the pink, the yellow, the green. Right.
Okay. Man, I tell you, I would definitely want to buy something if they had a molded Yoshi. But I'm not really down with brick build animals. But anyways, so this tribute to Jules Verne promo, this is a really, really rad promo. It's not the first time they've incorporated a book, like as a set with something coming out of it like that. But I just love the way they got the bridge in here and the train and, I can't remember, is that rocket or balloon? That's
balloon.
The balloon?
Higher balloon.
Okay. Yeah. And then 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Love the bookmark. Good stuff, man. When Lego does it right, man, they certainly do it right. Yeah. Brickheads. I don't know.
Marvel thing.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Yes.
This isn't that big boat, right? I don't even know what this is. Gift for purchase only when buying the Endurance is the big boat. Ah, interesting. See, I just don't know anything about this stuff.
Hey, hi.
But yeah. What?
You.
Oh no, I'm just saying hey because you were.
Oh. Definitely go check out Bricklicker. I definitely get most of my news from him, and of course, Falcon as well. But yeah, man, that's a good looking promo. I ain't gonna lie.
It's only 150. I thought like it's not even only 150. Sorry, but sometimes these I expect. Sometimes I worry that like it's going to be at that 200 or crazy $250 threshold, but it seems to be 150.
I'm sure
USD,
Lego's like, just wait. Like,
it's
hold
like
on.
a really short window, so pay attention if you want.
We'll get there. We'll get there. But yes, that is the news, everybody. Of course, there is always probably other stuff. Oh, one more thing I wanted to mention because I was going to mention it last week, and I just didn't get a chance to because Drew ended the stream. Oh yeah. And like I said, everybody, this is the stream. This is the show to do it. And, Drew's totally expecting it. It's okay. By the way, Richie, good morning, my friend. How are you doing? It's good to see you. I feel like a couple other people jumped in here that I missed. Let's see here. Smokey, what's up, Smokey? How you doing? Good to see you. Richie said, I'm so proud of myself for not buying the Ominous Island. Oh, as a mega Pirates fan, I almost bought it just because it's Pirates. Yeah, dude, like I have to. Oh my god, I have to chill because, like, I'm doing all this stuff with the city, which means I'm like buying stuff for that as well. So, man, you guys know I'm preaching to the choir here. But thank you, Richie, for being here. And yeah, I'm proud of you, man. It says, to be honest, if anyone deserves this, it's Pharrell. Between producing his solo work, his fashion, dude is a certified legend and a Renaissance man. Yeah, and also, look. One, I'm always, and I've said this for years, man, that it's very important, at least in my opinion, that you can separate the art from the artist, okay? Because, I like a lot of art from different celebrities, musicians, but I just think that they're like out of their freaking minds or something, you know what I mean? But occasionally you also find an artist that you're just, both of them, you're like, they're great people, wonderful people, nice people. And I got to tell you, I mean, I don't know everything about the dude, but as long as I've been listening to the guy, every interview, every piece of work that he's pretty much been involved in, any people that have worked with him say he's a nice guy. He's down to earth. He's very cool and in a very natural kind of way. Not like he tries hard to be like that. He just is. I mean, like I said, I knew him from the group Nerd. And I knew right off the bat, I was like, man, I love this dude. He's all about skateboarding and comic books and, just general really cool stuff. So I agree. Out of all the people, I heard yes.
Yes.
I've heard from a reliable source, yes. Now, how big, what it'll be, and how many, I don't know. I know a lot of people. I'm curious because think about this. When they want to make a Han Solo figure, they're not worried. At least I'm not a lawyer. I don't know, but I don't feel like they're worried, or Disney or whatever's worried about trying to get permission from Harrison Ford. You know what I mean? About making a Solo figure or whatever, right? You make a Snoop Dogg figure, you need Snoop Dogg to tell you like that's okay. So pricing, that's where a lot of it I think is going to fall in line. Or again, look, I'm not trying to say this to be a prude or not, because I've loved all these artists since I was a teenager, pretty much. You know what I mean? But Jay-Z's talked and rapped about a lot of very, interesting things. You know what I mean? And it'd be I would love to see if they made a Jay-Z minifigure and see if they get any like kickback from it. I don't know if they would or not. I know they wouldn't from Beyonce, but Jay-Z is a totally different, like you said, man, So I don't know. But I would imagine, yes, they probably would make a Pharrell set. Dude, I don't know why they wouldn't.
I
They
got
make
99
money.
problems,
It
but
would
a
be
Lego
fun.
set ain't one.
Huh? What'd you say, Lauren?
Drew.
Wait, I didn't hear. You guys spoke at the same time. I didn't hear.
I
you
got
guys.
99 problems, but a Lego set ain't one.
See, there you
Yeah,
go,
and then you
man. Bang, bang,
scream.
bang. Lauren, what did you say though?
Oh, I mean, I think I could easily see like some sort of like record player with a Pharrell figure, or like him, like almost a diorama with his like record collection, and or like him growing up of some kind, like easily as like a very easy like
Right.
doable set. And then who knows, like a studio, like a little music studio.
That's what I was thinking
That would
too.
be so cute too.
Yeah.
So I think they have a lot of creative ability to work in a very like to reach out to those like young like I think Pharrell's really wanting to reach out to like young musicians, and like just to prove to like a very underrepresented community that
Exactly.
like this was my experience, and I thought I was alone, but I actually wasn't. Like I thought all the people, and I really appreciate his creative vision. He wanted to do more than a biopic, and I've been seeing a lot of different reactions to this outside, like especially in like the Black music community. There's a lot of shorts popping up, and dude, they're excited. They're like, now this is how you do a biopic.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say too, because I mean, think what a wonderful way, to do like a biopic documentary type thing through Lego, because like it's just like with animation, you can just do so much more. And just watching the trailer, like the color scheme and the color palette and the way they blend stuff together. And again, dude, how long ago was it already that we had like Lego Movie 2 or whatever? You know what I mean? It's already been almost several years now, almost. Like, so the technology as far as like making these rendering videos are even better now, because dude, that trailer looked crisp, like it looked beautiful. So incorporating that with Pharrell's imagination and his music, and then of course
Very
the
cool.
star-studded cast and everything else, dude, it's gonna be an amazing movie. And personally, I'm not gonna put money on it, but I really think this is gonna again elevate Lego to a whole nother level. And it's going to give me more stuff to rant about as far as like the premium stuff goes. But I can't deny, where Lego definitely has their strong points. And, we saw what happened when the Lego movie came out, like Lego's already on this uprise, but like that generated to them to a whole different level. And I just think this is going to do it too, because it's going to introduce so many people to Lego that either didn't really know or care about it, you know what I mean? Or they knew about it and maybe bought a set or something like that, but now getting immersed in it, just like what the Lego movie did. People watched that movie, and I was one of them. I was already kind of getting out of my dark ages, but when I saw that, and then I saw like the city and all that stuff inside, like I lost my mind, dude. And that's one of the things that, definitely propelled me more into Lego as well. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Not just with box office numbers or whatever, or sets, but just in the community, how much it might grow as well. So, dude, I mean, like, look, we see new people in the community all the time, whether it's through YouTube or Instagram or whatever. So, but it's good. I mean, with anything can come some drama. Don't get me wrong, but like, I just feel like our community getting bigger, and I've said it a billion times, man, we have the strongest community in any type of collecting group that I've seen, at least like on YouTube. You know what I mean? There's just a lot of us that interact with each other, so good stuff though. Real quick, the thing I wanted to get into before we start doing the other stuff, I'm sure you guys already know this. Some of you guys already run into it. I went the other day to to Lego store, to the BAM area, and I expected to see one of these, but instead I saw one of these. And would you know, the Lego employee didn't even trust me, and he opened this box to make sure I didn't put extra stuff in there. Me. Like,
I warned you of who would do that. I told you who would do that.
Oh no, I'm talking about at my store.
Oh. Well, I can't speak for your store.
Well, it must be my non-trustworthy face, but look, I get it. I didn't cause any havoc or anything, but I will say this: if you do love these things, if you have them, hold on to them because they are a cherished item that you will never get again. And you know what? Really, look, I know I'm being petty about it, but I don't care. You know what I used to really love though is when they would already put together the minifigures for you and put them in here and have them hanging up, and then you could just, you know, if you wanted to dig out your own stuff and make your own fig, awesome. If you just wanted to get the new ones that they had, especially, you know, if you're like a germaphobe, you don't want to put your hands in all that stuff, you know. But clearly, I'm not. By the way, Sidious, what's up, man? Sue, what's going on?
He has a message for Drew.
The Pharrell set is a black spaceship taking off with a rainbow and smoke clouds. Wow, that sounds amazing. Contra said Jay-Z stole my wife. Well, sorry, man. Oh, you're talking about Beyonce. Oh, right. Creamy Vades. Yeah, man. I call it powdered donut Vader, but you know, going on lurk mode. Well, I appreciate you lurking. I appreciate all the lurkers out there, and I understand. Hashtag let me lurk. That's a Brightest Witch Brick thing. She made that up a long time ago, and I was like, I want to lurk, everybody. Just let me lurk. Mayo, what's going on? It says, I am a champion. Well, man, that's good to have confidence. Yeah, right on. And see Hoarder 66 out there. I store my figs in them. Oh, you're talking about like your container. Could get a bunch more. Seeing them switch, it was a good or sad time for me. Yeah, you know. What are you going to do? But yeah, I just wanted to bring up the container thing because some people, I didn't even know. I knew about the Pab cups and all that, but I didn't even know about the BAM stuff. So I just wanted to give everybody a heads up in case they didn't know that if they do want to get any of these, you might be able to still grab them at your Lego store. So just want to let you know. All right. We are getting into the second hour. So I wanted to start throwing down some of our hashtags and celebrations and stuff because we do have a few that we have to do because we got cut off.
Drew ended the stream.
Yeah, Drew ended the stream last week. So let's go ahead and we're going to do the first round of celebrations. Because we basically kind of have like two of everything, so just bear with us, everybody. So all right, celebrations, everybody. I swear we love you though, Drew. I was like, poor Drew.
Drew is
poor
fun.
Drew. Yeah, I know.
Drew's unbothered.
Drew's tough, nothing dude. Compared to what I work with.
Yeah, trust me, Drew's tough. So all right. Celebrations number 2. It's kind of a quickie. We only had one
celebration.
So it's a celebration. Enjoy your week. All right. Let's do
belated happy birthday.
Oh yeah, and I'm so rude. Happy birthday, Richie. And happy celebrations to anybody that is celebrating anything. And also, if you are celebrating anything, it doesn't matter if it's a birthday. You could have gotten 100 subscribers. You could have found your car keys that you were missing for a week. Whatever it is, let us know. Or it could be something for somebody else. If you want to wish somebody else a happy birthday, and you could just surprise them, be like, hey, look at this show I'm watching. Good Morning Brick World. You know what I mean? Oh, look at that. They're doing celebrations. I mean, I can't promise you like a timestamp or anything, but you know, whatever. But you can watch it and then replay it. But anyways, you can just, like I said, celebrate anything for anybody. All right, let's go ahead and do hashtag Lego Flex Fridays. I think I said that right. There we go. Yeah, I was kind of digging some of that music. By the way, I saw some comments. Smokey, I can't repeat that on the show. I'm sorry, but I will say, Snowman Vader,
Colombian snow.
White Girl Interrupted Vader, Forrest Bump Vader. I'm trying not to say the actual word. I'm sorry.
Sugar powder Vader.
City, or I mean, who was somebody who's
Colombian dust candy.
Oh man, how could such a weird term? It doesn't matter. But Big Nate is asking if we're getting an extra 2 hours this week. I don't know. Drew, are we getting an extra 2 hours, Drew?
Not for me. I got so much stuff to get done.
Drew said, "Screw you, extra 2 hours." Let's see here. Everybody was saying happy birthday. You need to make a broadcast signal loss animation just to come right to Drew mess up. Man, well, we're gonna let bygones be bygones after the show. I mean, except for the chat. The chat does what they want. Like the chat knows there's a. Oh, right. Exactly. That is the one we were talking about. By the way, hello to Topic Bricks. Hello. What's going on? Fish Scale Vader. Man, you guys are thinking of some good ones, man. But this is more of like a Pure Rant Fury thing. We should do a poll or something on Pure Rant Fury about that Vader. Anyways, let's go ahead and get back to some of these hashtags. We have Lego Flex Friday, current Lego Flex Friday. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, Sidious, good morning, Brick World's not ready for all that. By the way, I wanted to let everybody know how the poll is doing. Please don't, no peanut gallery comments. Do you sort your Lego? Yes, no, very little. So actually we have 64% right now. We have 69 votes. God, you can't make this up. 69 votes, with 64% say yes, they do sort their Lego. 17% said no, they do not sort their Lego. And 19% said very little.
You know, you'd have to be a mocker. Now that I think about it, if you're not mocking, you probably don't have a lot of loose brick. So you probably have a lot of mockers.
Yeah, I feel like you should be right about that. But I mean, I don't really mock as much as I should. Like really very little. And I probably have more loose bricks than just about anybody. But I get what you're saying, because yeah, you would feel like definitely if you were going to be mock building, you would definitely be focusing more on sorting. And we will be talking about that because there are definitely some key points that we need to bring up with that. So, but first, let's go ahead and do what do we got? Minifig Mug Monday. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. I wanted to say thank you also to everybody that contributes to all of the hashtags and stuff like that. We really appreciate it. We love to share everything out there in the community. But yeah, definitely keep them coming. Good stuff. And we have one more for Minifig Mug Monday, and then I think we got to get our Whip Wednesdays. And yeah, then we can start talking about some sorting. So we're gonna go ahead and do the other Minifig Mug Monday, the current one for this current show, not to be confused with the last one that we did not get to finish.
The Drew ended.
Yeah, Drew ended there.
Sorry, guys.
It's so good. I was like, oh
the
my gosh.
The internet just like snaps off. Thanos snaps off.
Don't hit that button.
And I've got to call.
Don't hit that big red button.
So
But she don't have access to it, Drew, so we're okay.
First of all, probably good. I don't have access to that. Just like,
I put it in the private chat. Don't Drew us.
Oh, the private. Oh,
And before we found out it was you, it was me. Hive was like, "Are you sure you didn't press anything?"
Well, it is more fitting for you to do that, but you know.
Well, like I said, my first thought was, like I said, something got flagged or something. You know what I mean? Which has happened before. I mean, dude, you know, I've told some people don't know, but like when Doc was a co-host, he had access to everything, and he streamed one time live the live episode or whatever of Lego Masters. And it wasn't just like a flag, like my channel got hit. So they give you a warning first, and then you get like 3 strikes, and then they like whatever take away your channel or something like that. But like the warning never goes away. So every time I bring up my analytics, I see that big warning right in my face. It will never go. I thought like after 3 months or whatever, it go away. No, it never goes away.
It's not, your record does not be expunged on YouTube.
Yeah. So that sucks. But anyways, so yes, thank you everybody for their Minifig Mug Monday pictures. We always get a kick out of all the different mugs and different pictures you guys have with minifigs and mugs. So by the way, YOLO, what is going on? Hive, you could probably find pictures of the Pharrell set. I mean, probably, maybe, I don't know. I'm sure we'll get something here soon. I'm sure if something leaks, we'll see a billion pictures of it. I'm pretty sure of that. There's no doubt. All right, real quick, let's go ahead and get our Whip Wednesday stuff out of the way, and then we'll get into some sorting talk. If you don't know what Whip Wednesday is, it's funny, you know, because Wednesday is just kind of a time generally when Drew will like put out like, you know, something out there to send pictures about. But Whip is work in progress. So a lot of people like to show you their mocks when they're done, and we're not against that. If you want to show us mocks when they're done, that's fine. But we do like to show mocks that are in progress. It's very interesting. A lot of people, including us, we like to see the builds as they, get built. So if you have a mock that you are building and you're like, oh, it's not finished yet. No, that's what we want to see. So, and a lot of people can learn some tips as well. What you got there? Oh, look at that. You're on mute, by the way.
Again.
Sorry. So yeah, it's all over. It's all over.
Oh, so that is the set. Okay.
Yeah, and then they
Oh.
even have the figs with it. Here are the figs.
Oh, what figs we got going on? So I imagine Pharrell's one. Who's the other one?
I don't know.
Is it his wife?
I have no idea. Yeah, but it is. If you just Google Pharrell Lego set.
Huh. I mean, that's a pretty nice looking set. I like how the windshield on the cockpit is like gold.
$350.
God, dude. Plain background, so it seems official.
That's my guess. $350.
Oh, man. How's your guess? I thought you was really $350. Like, man, Pharrell will be asking for a lot of them royalties. I'll tell you what. Yes, like I said, if you do have a mock that you're working on, please send us a picture of the work in progress. And we're gonna go ahead and show what LL Brick Babe has for us.
Hey everybody, it's Whip Wednesday, hosted by the one, the only Drewbrickz. So when I left you all last Wednesday, this is what I had done, and this is where I am this Wednesday. So I need to add something to this so it can officially be a work in progress. So let's see what we can add. I'll be right back, guys. Bye.
Right on. And
here we go.
We have more of it down here getting done.
Just over and over again. I've got to call my provider. It's not okay.
It's all good. We were already used to it with
okay, good. Sorry, I'll be
You got
back.
that
It'll
welcome
probably
on
happen at least
Wi-Fi
one more
too?
time,
but yeah, that was what was that you were working on though, Brick Babe?
Oh, this is so I don't know if I'm going to keep this because I do need to put buildings here for Cyberpunk, but I was going to put black tile. I was thinking about just the dark trans blue tile. I was thinking about black just to make it futuristic, but I don't have a lot of building space, so good thing with Cyberpunk you build up, but it's a work in progress. It's
still a really nice base though.
That's nice.
Yeah. By the way, I saw Brick and Brood out there. Good morning, my friend. How are you doing? Thanks for being with us. By the way, everybody, I keep forgetting all the time to bring it up. I might, if I can during the show, I definitely will. But if I can't, definitely go to his Instagram page, and he has like a picture literally dedicated to the live stream guide that we share all the time. But definitely go over there and check it out if you're interested to see who might be live streaming and what days and times, so you can get that all checked out. Christine Harper says, I just had the parts to Hoarder 66 and say, you know what to do. Oh, just hand them the parts, right? Yeah. People were saying that Lego would never do a chrome gold windshield. I don't know if it was chrome or not. I can't say that for sure, but it definitely looked gold.
I think they're gonna do something special for Pharrell. So I certainly think we're gonna get a new mold or new color, something new.
Yeah. Probably. I would imagine so. I mean, and I would think it would do well, the set. Because I'm thinking about a lot of the music stuff they've done. We got the BTS set, which I don't think did that well, but that was my prediction anyways. And my whole thing about that was because the general core base audience for BTS is generally like teenage girls. And I don't know how many teenage girls are shelling out $100 right now for a Lego set. That's, for a Korean pop band they might like. Now, Beyonce could probably pull it. Taylor Swift could probably pull it. But I don't know. Now if it was just something over in Korea, or South Korea, we had the Spice Girls Brickheads. I feel like they did pretty good. Not crazy, but pretty good. The Mosaics, we had the Rolling Stones. I really don't know how well that did. We had Elvis. Really don't know how well that did. But I got to tell you, Pharrell is different. Now, Pharrell isn't Michael Jackson, but or like a Beyonce or a Taylor Swift, but Pharrell is extremely popular and reaches a very wide range of audience: young, old, black, white, woman, male, whatever. You know what I mean? Like everybody loves a lot of different of his music, and then of course there's the fashion type stuff. So I just feel like this set could do very well, and that's a very interesting set as also.
Pharrell is futuristic, so I really expect them to.
And you get two
outside the box.
interesting minifigs. One's Pharrell. I don't know who the other one is, but I'm sure it'll be interesting. I'm sure it's going to probably be someone famous. I don't think it's just going to be like a no-name type minifig. I think the biggest thing, and I'm curious to see, is going to be the price. How much that set's going to cost. That's going to determine a lot. If they make it reasonable, I think it'll do very well. If they try and get a little too stingy with it, I just think people aren't going to want to get it that badly. You know what I mean? So we'll definitely see. That's for sure.
I say 100.
It wouldn't surprise me, but you never know. It's only that rocket. Well, dude, that BTS set was 100, wasn't it?
I say 100. They may throw something else in we haven't seen, but I say 100. Because I think Pharrell can pull that. I mean, like you said, you have Louis Vuitton, you have other things.
Yeah.
So it could be this cute little, as big as our phone. I expect that rocket to be as big as the phone.
It looked like it was definitely a decent. It looked almost about the same size as like one of the Lego space ships.
Space. They're doing space theme, so I can see why. Yeah, that would.
I don't know. It's interesting because I think in a good economy that set would do probably very, very well. I think all kinds of people would be buying it. It's just, again, a lot of things are rough right now as far as like money and stuff. So we'll see.
Some folks don't care. They are going to get shoes, games, you name it. Doesn't matter what the economy's doing.
All right, so we'll see. That being said, let's get into some sorting talk. By the way, hello to Lego Longoria. Thank you for being here, by the way. I appreciate you. Looks like it's something easy out of Lego Master. I know, right? So, like I said, let's talk about some sorting. Now, sorting is extremely important and has a lot of uses. I wish I would take advantage of sorting, but I don't, which is, like I said, a whole nother topic. But let's talk about a couple of things that is very important about sorting and some of the pros about it. I will say, first of all, and probably the most important thing is organization. If you're building a mock, actually, it doesn't even matter. If you're building a mock, if you have a Bricklink store, or if you just have tons of pieces and you just don't want them laying all over the floor, organization is key. As you can see behind Drew, you can see behind, Brightest Witch Bricks there. They got these containers and stuff. Obviously, they can put pieces in. That seems to be the best way to do it, but there's a whole bunch of layers to this because it depends on how many pieces you have, how much space you have. Those are the two key components to the whole, as far as like getting organized, like the start of the organization part. Then we get into sorting in general, because that's what I had to listen to a lot of people that do this on a regular on trying to figure out the best way to do it. Because, at first I was like, well, you should do it by color, right? You know what I mean? Like everything in colors. But most people that sort on a regular told me, no, you want to start like into pieces, because then, so like, let's say you're looking for a 2x2, plate. All right. So if you go to a drawer that's got 2x2 plates, there might be a bunch of different colors, but you got all your 2x2 plates. If you put everything in colors, you might be digging through like this bin full of colors trying to find a 2x2 plate. So that's why they were telling me like the best thing to do is to start by pieces first, and then I guess once you get to that point, then you can start separating them in different colors.
I think it's also an argument against that is how you mock. How do you mock? How does a person mock? Okay, because I'm obsessed by sorting by color because I'm gonna want to know. I'm gonna go to that color bin first to look around and see what I have, and I'll know that color. Like if I have a plate in that color, it's gonna be in that bin. So you can reverse kind of.
Well, she was telling me, or she was telling us probably one more time, she'd probably like get kicked out. Apparently, Lauren's having some internet issues. In the chat, color, you guys sort by color first or by piece first?
I agree. I do both. So I'm the same way. It's how I mock. So I have like my main sorting area. Welcome back.
Here, wait.
Sorry.
Go ahead and finish your setting though. You were talking about
no.
like when you're mocking, you go to the colors first.
Colors first.
Did Drew
And then if
kick you
someone
off?
is no, it's
Yes.
spectrum. I'm coming after you. No, it's just the other side of the technical people that want to you do it by clips by that very particular piece with all the colors like all in that like all the slopes and everything in that way. Sorry, I'm coming in and out. So somebody else can talk about how they mock.
You're fine. Real quick before you start, Lenny, I just want to say a couple interesting comments here. Rapture Raccoon says sorting by parts means you need a lot more bins.
Yes.
That's an interesting part to it. Leola says I buy a set with the right color pieces and then rip the pieces right from that set. My Brooks and Me says I love my Acco Mills containers for sorting the small pieces, but Sterilite with smaller storage bins, things inside to break it up. So we'll get into that as well because that's something also I've been learning a little bit about is actually what is good to buy for your sorting because when I first started buying some stuff, it just whatever, you know what I mean? But like there's actually a good method to bye Lauren. I figured she was gonna figure we were gonna lose her. By the way, hello to Brickman USA. Good morning to you. Thank you for being here.
I use Craftsman because they're $16 and they stack really well.
Yeah. Lenny, what were we gonna say though? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say there are different ways to sort. I do color first, the pre-sort. Like Hive, I have a gabillion bins that I don't even want to think about. But it's hard for me to use the smaller ones because when you have so many pieces, even if they are small, but I also sort as I mock. So there's a video last week where I was saying, so right now I'm working on the whatever that is. Oh, the Cyberpunk. So I'll sit down and I'll do mini sorts as I'm mocking. So there are all kinds of ways to sort. And I also have the other, the pieces and everything. I have a gabillion pieces. I sort from hair to accessories, you name it. And a lot of people call them bead boxes. So it works. It just depends on like Brightest, which Brick said, Lauren says, it's easier to say Lauren. It just depends on how you're building, what you're building. Like I do a lot of mosaics. Some people don't. So you wouldn't sort like somebody who builds mosaic sorts.
Yeah, because obviously it's easier probably to sort stuff from mosaics. It's usually like one by one type pieces. Yeah. So you can like sort one by one pieces even into individual colors. Probably a lot easier. You could just trying to dig through like tons of different bricks and plates. And yeah, I see you got a lot going on there.
I have a billion of those. They come in handy.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's interesting.
Sorry.
That is very interesting. And, I don't know. I guess now to think about it, I guess if you had, a smaller number of containers that are more all with just colors, and you can dig through the colors. Poor Lauren. I don't know if we're gonna get to keep her or not. Like I said, she said she'd have to leave a little early, anyways. But hopefully, sure, internet will get taken care of. But yeah, I mean, I guess instead of like having a billion, because if you think about it, and this is something that I was thinking about, like, imagine trying to literally sort every different Lego piece pretty much. Because think about how many different pieces there are, right?
A lot of space.
And then break those pieces down into colors. Like, I don't know if there's a way to calculate it or not. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure there's on Google or something, there's got to be like how many different not combinations, but how many different pieces or I guess just how many different pieces there are of Lego, right?
They have the labels. You can buy the pre-made labels that every piece, you can label every single piece. Insane.
Yeah. I mean, because I was talking about eventually one day, once I can sort, my pieces out, I wouldn't mind opening up like a Bricklink store because I've got so many pieces already to start with. And the problem is like I'd have to have like a minimum order because it's just not worth it to me to do the work for $2 of parts. You know what I mean? But even beyond the Bricklink part, it would be awesome, like I said, when you're mocking, to just know where everything is, because that's my problem. And what happens is, and this is the next part of the pros of sorting, is you save money. I can't tell you how many pieces I've bought off Bricklink or whatever, and I've already got the pieces somewhere buried in here. You know what I mean? And I'm wasting money. I mean, it's nice just to have extra pieces, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I mean, I didn't need to buy all that stuff. Sorry, I just saw we had a comment in the poor Lauren. Lauren, if you can hear us, you're fine. Like we know. If you keep like it keeps messing up, like we understand. We appreciate you being here so much. We love you to death. But it's all good. Everybody in the chat, I was gonna say, just say hi to Lord, say bye to Lord.
But it's also good to have a community because you have people who can help you sort. I know I've helped people have helped me, and it's pretty cool, because it might not be your thing. Hive might say, hey, look, I got this bin, could you help me sort it? And some people do. Yeah.
And Christine actually already brought up that point too about what I was saying, sort so you don't have to keep buying parts you already have. Yes. Sorting evolves as your collection grows. That's a good point. Yeah. There's also really good stuff in here too. Talking about the containers.
Dollar store is my best friend. Dollar store and Walmart. And
yeah, because some people spend a lot of money on containers.
Dollar store.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, it's. I mean, if you can afford it, that's great. But a lot of us, like, we're already blowing money on Lego, so it's like we can't blow money also on, and that's containers. That's not including things like shelves, like bookcases or glass cases, or even the upkeep of Lego. You know what I mean? Like stuff like you might get for dusting, or like I'm getting ready to eventually put the like black curtains on the bottom of the table so it looks more uniformed out there. So there's all this different stuff, you know what I mean? So when it comes to sorting, and we've talked about this on past Good Morning Brick World, just the cost of getting all these containers and stuff is definitely
it's a big deal.
It is, and especially when you have a lot of Lego. And like I already forgot who made it. Oh, Rapture Raccoon had said that sorting by parts means you need a lot more bins. So the bigger it grows, you know what I mean? And if you really, truly want to be organized and have everything sorted right, yeah, you're probably going to need a lot.
A whole lot. And
space. Then there's the space. So okay, that's something that I've been trying to figure out as well. And I know a lot of people want to smack me right now because I'm like, oh, I'm trying to figure out how to do space. And I've got a bigger Lego room than probably a lot of people combined. But it doesn't mean like I'm going to have to sacrifice something. Probably, maybe. Right. But I was thinking maybe I can put my containers like underneath the tables. Because if I put them on the walls, then I'm going to lose wall space for shelves and pictures and everything else. You're down there. I was afraid to let her in.
Welcome back.
Yeah, and
I don't
know if you heard me. No, don't be sorry. It's okay.
I understand.
And I don't know if you heard me.
The whole first hour, I was fine.
I know. No, I was like, I feel like giving your internet a little pep talk, like you're doing so good the first hour, come on, you can do it, you know what I mean? But look, I don't know if you heard me or not, but like because you're kind of in and out, if you if it breaks up bad enough, you know what I mean? Like, we appreciate you being here. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
and
thank
plus, we
you.
know you had to check out a few minutes early, anyways.
Sorry.
So if something happens, like I could even see it.
Yeah, if something
Like,
happens and you don't see me again, I'll let
I'm
Hive
almost-
know.
I'm
But
almost
it's
afraid to
been
even raise my
lovely.
voice.
Good morning, guys.
I'm afraid if I raise my voice, it's just gonna like trigger your camera or your internet. It's just gonna be like,
I know. I'm just
We know
Okay.
you, Drew. We
You were
know
saying-
what's
you were
going on.
saying
I will curse you.
so yeah, that's the other thing. Like you were saying, Lene, was space. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you
Display
have
and
to
storage.
sacrifice things for something else. And
Mhm.
I will say I've seen a lot of, usually it's like people that have Bricklink stores and stuff. I think the way a lot of them have their containers laid out, I'm not an OCD kind of guy, but I will tell you that seeing some of their setups is beautiful. It gives you such a satisfying feeling just seeing like all these containers, and not just that the containers and everything are lined up and organized neatly, but you can see all the colors, man. It's like this palette of colors, like just spread out.
Palette of happiness.
Yes, it's
Right.
beautiful. But yeah, they dedicate that space. And again, that's why I say it's usually Bricklink stores, because like that's their business. So they dedicate that space to their business. If I do it, I've got to sacrifice the city or shelf space or something. You know what I mean? Even in here in the studio area, like I have like the table where I edit and do like whatnot streams. I have like this area where I stream from. I have like building tables. I have like a little table with my tablet on it that I draw on. So like even this space, like if I start putting containers and stuff out here, you know, it's like I got to sacrifice something. So I don't know, chat. I mean, do you guys have to sacrifice stuff? Like, I mean, for those that do have to sort a lot. By the way, Stephanie says plates and bricks by color, others by part. Tackle boxes and toolboxes are great for sorting Lego. Agreed. Because a lot of us don't have this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? They have a much smaller scale, whether it's out of necessity or discipline. See, Richie says, when everyone started sorting, did you buy containers first or figure out what your system was going to be and then bought the appropriate containers needed? That's a very good question, Richie.
The system, but someone said it grows with you. Like when I first started, I had a very simple system, but then as it grew, I don't have space. It's just so hard now.
Drew, I think I've seen yours grow literally right before our eyes. Like you've had
what?
Like your containers, like you didn't have that
Oh,
many,
yeah.
but now like you're getting more as your
he flew to get them. He had them, but
the funny thing is, I have so many more back in California,
which is what like I think Rick was just kind of luring to. Yeah, very interesting. Moto, what's happening? Says I'm a sorting nut and my methods are arcane. I would, you know what? I get that vibe from you, Moto, that you would be very meticulous about your sorting, because
it works.
Well, and not only that, but I've said this a billion times. You know what I mean? Moto's been my friend and part of the channel and everything in the community and everything for years now. But like Moto not only builds some of the most unique mocks I've ever seen, but it's the parts and the methods of what he builds that's just mind-blowing. Like I remember, like, even when we first met Moto and he'd come on like the old Hive streams and stuff or whatever, even Good Morning Brick Rolls, like the old ones, and he'd be just building something and he'd just show us these random crazy parts, and he'd be like, yeah, I put 3,000 of them together into this thing. It's like, what? So it's like not only the part, but it's how he's the technique, and then whatever the build is itself. So like there's like three crazy elements to it. So anyways, I would imagine Moto probably has a very meticulous way of sorting all this stuff because of all the random parts that he uses. Counter says, I got all my millions of parts in big zip type bags, each bag some color parts and some parts in hundreds of little bags, and may drive some nuts on how I get my parts pulling out a ton of bags. Yeah, I mean, but everybody's got their method. You know what I mean? You might walk into somebody's area and it looks all messy, but to them, it's like a puzzle. They know where everything is and how it's supposed to be. I'll tell you what, real quick, not like too much information, but one time Mrs. Hive cleaned off my nightstand. Because she just thought like it was a bunch of just trash and all that. And I was like, what? Like, because there was like receipts and like a crumpled Post-it note that just because it looked like trash, but it's because I pulled it out. Because Drew, like when we work in maintenance, construction and stuff. So a lot of times we just shove stuff in our pocket and then we pull it out and and just lay it somewhere like before we like pass out on the bed or something. But I was like, what did you do? Like, she's like, well, I thought it was trash. But anyways, there's always a method to somebody's madness. That's what a warehouse is for.
Facts.
You need 80,000 drawers. Dude, I love your guys' comments. Just throw all the parts in a bin and pray. I started sorting into Ziploc bags and then moved to bins and then drawers and then add units as needed. So that's a good answer, PBJ, as far as like the evolution of like what Brick Babe was saying. And the question that Richie was talking about or asking was like, yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of us might just, I feel like a lot of us might dive into it. Like that's probably what I'll end up doing because I've already got tons of parts. But I feel like a lot of us, if you do it right and your collection starts growing, you slowly start probably organize a little bit. Maybe you put them in bags and then you're like, okay, now I've got a lot of stuff. I need to start sorting them a little better. You start putting them in bins, you know what I mean? And just grows and grows and grows.
This is part of the pre-sort. They go in the bags and then they work their way into the bigger containers.
City says Bricklinkers sort completely different. I imagine they take it very seriously. Not even just the meticulous side, but obviously you've got the invoice side of it too. So you don't want your numbers off or wrong. You know what I mean? Because I imagine, again, as a Bricklink store, especially if you get big and you're popular and you're doing really good business, like, yeah, you got to keep up with that stuff. And I don't know how it works yet because I'm not in a Bricklink store. Like if on Bricklink it's automatic. Like if you saw stuff, like it's automatic, like deducts. Oh my gosh, look, she's back. I thought she was gone for good. No, what's up?
I'm gonna be on my phone. We're gonna finish strong. Okay.
Look at you. I swear, man.
A real dog.
Where's a trooper, man?
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna get my audio.
No, you're good. Like I said, I wasn't even sure if you'd even be able to join us anyways. And again, I'll repeat for anybody that's new to the show today, didn't hear me in the beginning, is like, look, Lauren's got a very, very busy schedule. She's going to Brick World. She's been on other streams. She's just got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
So, and she's even got plans today, and she still managed to squeeze us in. So we're.
I'm so sorry, guys.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Moda says, yep, I use Ziploc bags and those 66 quart containers. I can get about 40 pounds in each container. God dang. Being a lazy sorter helps me because as I build, I come across parts that take the idea other places. When I start to sort stuff, it reminds me of when I was like a teenager and I'd clean my room. Like my mom would tell me like, hey, clean your room. It's like that's a mess. So I'd start cleaning, but then like I'd find a Thrasher magazine and I'd start reading it, or I'd find like a comic book and I'd start reading it. So like I'd never finish. And that's how it is here. I'll start sorting and then I'll find like these pieces I hadn't seen in a long time, or a minifig I hadn't seen in a while, or I don't know. Just dumb stuff.
That's what happens to me. Like as a kid, I find all my old like costume stuff, and then my mom would come check in to see how I'm doing, and she'll just find me pulling a costume of a whole bunch of old stuff.
Yeah, not only have you not cleaned anything, but you made the room even messier.
Right. I remember she walked in, she goes, "Wow, so we've gotten worse."
Right. Titanium J, greetings, my friend. How are you doing? Mayo says, addressing the earlier conversation, sorting is a big part of what kills younger, smaller Bricklink stores. It's easy when the store is small to set up a sorting system. When you go beyond the 500,000 mark, the investment in storage system is huge. Yeah. And look, even at Walmart, like storage containers aren't cheap anymore. I mean, they're not, you can find some cheaper ones, but like they're still not cheap. Like to get anything that's kind of normal, I mean, you're going to spend at least $10 to $15.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but like when you need 20 of them, or whatever, or more.
9 big drawers.
Yeah.
I've gotten these for $11 on Amazon when they were on sale, but they're $16 normally, which is still significantly cheaper. I mean, and like they're like the big drawer type.
Mm-hmm. And when you only need 1 or 2, that's not bad. But yeah, when you need it's like I talk about base plates. Like when you,
Or
a
nine.
lot of people don't realize like in the city, that's a huge dude. I have like 150 some base plates in this area, man. Like, and when you're talking about even if you find them cheap for $5, usually they're like
expensive.
Dude, what 5 times 150, man? I mean, that's a lot of money. So, and it's like that with containers. Like an individual container might not be too bad, but yeah, when you need a bunch, like a lot of us generally do, yeah, it definitely. So yeah, obviously you got a Bricklink store that's big. Yeah, it's definitely crazy. Let's see, who else is out there that I missed?
Gosh, I should have just done this the first time. 5G, just go on the phone, skip the wireless entirely.
I have a few of these. I have about 4 of these, and they have different color plates in them. Some of them are missing now because we have mocks out, but you get them from Target. They fit the 16 by 16s very well. I have the thin ones in here. I have one full of just white bricks, one full of just tan, and then one full of dark grays. And then for base plates, yeah, it doesn't hold them all, but it helps with the color. You know how you have the file sorter?
Oh, look at that.
Ooh, very nice.
So
Genius.
I got a couple of these. They work for the 32 by 32s. Now the 48s are just literally on the floor next to me.
Dude.
But there are so many. When I tell you I have so many different compartments.
That
and
one
like I
for
said,
the base plate is great.
Yeah.
This
Genius.
is like $4 or $5 at Target. Put your sticker on it, and I have about 4 or 5 of these. One is just full of white. I mean, you know, personalizes to how you build, how you sort.
But I mean, like that one for the base plate. First of all, or you know, for some reason, records popped in my mind. Like if you collected records, that'd be a good kind of place to put it. But like literally, you could hang that on your wall and put your base. Exactly. Dude, I have tons of all kinds of different base plates, man, that I would love to be able to sort, like put your road base plates in that one, tan, blue, whatever.
It works.
Wow. I love stuff like that, man. You know, stuff that you'd be like, wow, I can't believe I never thought of that. But some stuff is just so almost simplistic. You overthink things and you just wouldn't think about something like that.
Yeah, I
That's
really.
why I use. Oh, sorry.
You go. No, Drew, you go.
Oh, I was saying, being in the construction, we always throw away these boxes that are full of screws, and I take them home and I sort by color. Then I'll start sorting out. Well, technically, my girlfriend sorts them out, and then she likes to sort by color and stuff.
See, it's that thing.
Mm-hmm.
What were you gonna say, Lauren?
I really like, sometimes I like my prettier parts. I really like watching like kitchen containers and like things that people store like oats in, and normally like the airtight containers. It keeps them dust free and stuff. I also like the hang off containers. Here, let's take a room tour.
Container is really great too because you can kind of see.
Yeah. So like here I have like this for like a lot of parts. And then I like having these just because so I can see them, and I slowly collect them. Like during Black Friday sales, they'll go on sale really nice. Well, that's
great for.
And then I have my like
bulk
wall of these. Yeah, I have quite a few of them. Not as much as the plastic architect, but
see, and this is why I wanted to have you on today, because I was like, I know she sorts. I know she sorts a lot.
I sort. It just takes time, and honestly, I think the key to not getting overwhelmed is knowing what space you can dedicate to it, and have a start out with something like, I'll start out with parts in this kind of container, and when I have time. Then when I have more room and I have more places and a more sorting like ability, I break it down into smaller bits. And then I did like 1x1s and small special pieces, and these by color. I really need a label maker. That's the next investment piece is a label maker. So you can like plant Harry Potter. I feel like that would be key.
Oh yeah, definitely keep track of everything. By the way, we got Walt out there says good morning. Sorting is part of the hobby, right?
Yeah, it is.
Look, whether we like it or not, and look, I'm in constant denial about sorting, but I can't deny. Like, look, do you need to sort? No, you don't need to. but like some of the points we talked about, whether it's if you're mocking or if you got a Bricklink store or if you just have a lot of pieces, just knowing where everything's at
Knowing
makes
what you
everything
have.
so much faster. The other thing is it saves money, because I am the biggest culprit of buying parts and stuff that I've already got. I just don't know where they're at, or I don't feel like taking the time to dig through them. Then there is just the aesthetic part of it. Now look, I talked about like how like some people have these beautiful sorting areas, and like even like when I looked at Lauren's, that like the bigger containers where she had like a lot of the bulk colored pieces in there, dude, I don't know what it is. I just want to put my hands in it.
It's so nice. It's like
so
candy.
beautiful, right?
Yeah.
It's like artwork, right?
Yeah.
So there's all these different pros to having sorting done, but so I would say if you want to be in the level of, even on smaller levels, like I said, I feel like it's got to be part of the hobby, or else it's just going to be chaos. You know what I mean? It's one thing to build a set. All right, I got a few extra pieces, whatever. But like if you start collecting on any kind of level, you're going to start running into extra pieces eventually. And look what we got here.
These were the dollar store ones I was talking about. I absolutely love these. They hold over 1,000. I mean, they hold a lot of
Those
bricks.
are big. Yeah.
I keep a lot of my profile bricks, so I have like I can see it. So I have a few of these. Like here's the white profile. So every brick, every color profile brick you can imagine, I have a few of these for. And then they also, if you go to the dollar store, you get 3 of these.
Oh wow!
So I mean, you can fill them.
Really, 3 of those for $1?
3 for what was it, $1.25 now? But it still works. I mean, do not now. This has my doors in it. Now this is the container store, but these again are like $2, so it's still not even bad with the container store. And if you get a sale, it's absolutely amazing. Then these come from. I have a whole bunch of these. You've seen these, and I've mixed it up a little bit, but you can see how you can the store and
the handle. Yeah.
You get 2 for $4. You see what I'm doing right now? But you get 2 of these for $4, and it's just not bad in my opinion.
And that's good. That's good stuff for if you're limited on space too, because like even so, like clear, like all right, right behind Drew, he's got his bins and stuff, but even Drew is going to be limited, to a point. He's only going to be able to put so many of those back there. However, he could get like a lot of those cups, like what you got. Kind of that's why, like, I know the recycling stuff, but that's why I love the tab cups so much, because they're so easy to stack and everything. You know what I mean? But yeah, those types of things you can put underneath your desk or in a corner or something like that. So it really helps at least to not only clear space, but you can also see in those containers. Like, you can see those clearly what color and what piece is in there. Shai says my piece collection is like mortar to brick. I shove it wherever I have space.
I can see that.
Well, and look, I can't. We laugh, but like again, a lot of us are extremely limited on space. Like we already have a small space, then we have tons of Lego in that space. Not to mention if we got like any kind of studio equipment or whatever, and we all know Shai, he has his studio equipment and stuff. So yeah, where do you put all this stuff? You know what I mean? You gotta try and figure it out some way. Jay says my sorting system consists of a combo of drawers and bins with Ziploc bags in them. And I
Ziploc bags are good.
When I went to Jay's house at Chicago last year, that I was very impressed with some of the stuff that he did have in the Ziploc bins, the way he was able to like put like a bunch of like, clone troopers and stuff in them the way he did and all that. It was very impressive. Ivan, what's up? Says, hi, Brick Hive. My answer to the question sort, I just mix all my pieces in a box and some I do sort. Right on. By the way, we got London Bricks out there. What's up, Greg? Afternoon all. Hope everyone's safe and well. We hope you are safe and well as also. Safe travels to Chicago. This is where Shai shoves his bricks. Shai's backlog. Dude, somebody needs to be London Bricks' backlog too. Because we all know about his epic, mysterious backlog as well. But yeah, Greg, I hope you're doing well too, man, and having a safe trip to Chicago. Yep. We are getting close to the end of the second hour, so we're gonna wrap things up here in just a minute. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Acro Mills were $17 each when we started, and they're now 40 plus. Yeah, I've heard that. Not just with those, but like, because somebody was telling me about Amazon, how like within a year, I think it was actually when the pandemic started. Because I remember I was the manager at the time for maintenance, and I remember prices either skyrocketed or we couldn't get stuff for like the longest time. Like we couldn't replace certain appliances because we couldn't get parts and blah blah blah.
That's ridiculous.
And
yeah,
look,
like doubled.
And this is one of the big complaints I have with Lego as well. But like I understand inflation and production cost. Like there are definitely things we have to be honest about and forgiving about and take into consideration. But some of those profit margins, I'm like, good Lord, dude, like from 17 to 40, like, dude, that's more than half, man. That's more than 50%. That's crazy. But yeah, so that's why I wanted to talk about sorting, because again, it's a very unique topic, because a lot of these collecting other collectors and stuff, it's not on the same level. Like if you collect Funko Pops, okay, you know, you might put them in like your baseball container case. You might put them in the little containers. You collect this or that. Yeah. Lego is a completely different ball game once you start getting to a different level, because again, and Lego doesn't, and it's not even just like I bought a set and there's like some pieces or whatever. No, like Lego even pushes, which I'm glad they do, but like the pad wall, you know, and then even like local stores, like you can like they have like a big table, you just grab pieces, and it's definitely a huge part of our lives in the sorting area.
The physical space of both displaying and like if you're into cards, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, all of that, in such a sweet, simple binder or a shoebox, and you know you can have thousands upon thousands of
comics
thousands,
is the same thing. When I collected comic books, I had thousands of them, but they were in one long box. You can just
one corner, not the whole house.
Because even if you break your sets down, man, you still have pieces. Like it's not like
a lot of physical space matters.
But the other thing is you don't. It happens when you're not watching. That's the other thing. People, didn't you see it? Didn't you know? You look up and you're overwhelmed. Like I like what Richie said, and I felt laughing. He's like, it's not a cry for help. He was like, my collection is now a burden. He was like, this is not a cry for help. I'm okay.
SOS.
Sometimes sorting feels overwhelming and like a burden. It's like our collections feel like a burden sometimes.
Right? Yeah. And like I said, it's different for everybody. Some people love it. Some people, they're just whatever. We just got to do it. And some people like me just absolutely cannot stand it. So, all right, listen, everybody. We are going to wrap things up here. I just, again, want to say thank you, everybody, for joining us. I want to say thank you to Lauren, obviously, for joining us.
I'm so sorry, guys, but I'm so happy to be here. And I pushed my brunch back, so I'm good. I got it.
I was going to say, because, like, yeah, I mean, not only did you join us amongst your busy schedule, but you're even fighting this crazy internet of yours.
I'm sorry.
Coming back. I appreciate it.
It's Drew's fault. It's okay.
Kidding.
Yeah, Drew.
Blame Drew. Hashtag blame Drew.
Hashtag blame Drew.
Hashtag Drew Dog's fault.
I like blame Drew. Hashtag blame Drew.
Rula, what's up? Thank you for being here. And yes, everybody, if you could, please hit the like button. The algorithm seems to just love it when you guys hit the like button. By the way, again, I want to thank everybody for their contribution to the chat. I love having these chats. I love interacting with all of you because look, the panel, of course, it's fun. It's awesome. We got to have an awesome guest on today as well. But you know, I always love just interacting with you guys in the chat because, you know, you guys make me laugh, you make me cry, you bring up good points. Just you guys are always there to check on stuff. I don't know, man. I just feel like a lot of people will give you guys enough credit out there. So, all right. Brightest Bricks. You got anything you want to shout out? You know, talk about? You got some discrepancies you want to complain about?
Discrepancies? No. No, I'm looking forward to seeing everyone at that convention that is about to happen that we won't talk about too much. But I'm also know that there's always time. Do not feel too much FOMO. Like, you know, like it's a great place to be. And there's always next year and the year after. It's not, I don't think it's going to slow down very much. And it's all about, you know, and when your collection starts feeling like a burden, that's a really good time to check where you are with collecting and in your little Lego journey. And you can take a pause, like, how do I want to tackle this? And sometimes just doing it by color and putting it in bulk bins, that's something. Starting at the smallest level, because I I had over the past 3 years, I haven't made content in a very long time, but I was collecting sets like I was. And so all of these used sets were just piling up, and I just dumped them all in one bin. And I'm like, you know what? When I have time, I'm going to get to this bulk bin, but it's all in one spot. It's in one big tub, and I know where that is instead of like all spread out and like taking over. So it's the little things, what you can do day to day.
Yeah.
Don't let yourself get overwhelmed.
Everything starts with one small step. You know what I mean? You gotta start somewhere. Also, real quick, I wanted to mention something that I kind of been wanting to get at, and I keep forgetting about it. For anybody, you mentioned Brick World. Anybody, if it's your first time going to Brick World, if you get overwhelmed, you know, anxiety, just being around a lot of people, crowds and stuff, you know, it gets pretty crazy. Try ahead of time, maybe when you get there, find out some calm places, or you know, whatever, you know, or talk to somebody that's already been there. But because even for me, because I get weird around crowds after about 2 hours, like I get, I don't know, claustrophobic, or maybe even if I'm at places I like concerts or amusement parks, I just get real jittery after a while, and I gotta like leave. It's like I gotta walk out, go outside, go out in the whatever,
take a moment. They've got a really
so,
nice side out area where you can just go outside. Like there's a pond area you can walk around and stuff. I did that several times because
believe it or not,
yeah,
there's some areas you can walk and it's almost like silent. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
really
wild.
nice.
But I just wanted to give a lot of people that are new a heads up about that. Dude, the place gets packed. It's by far, it's more packed, I think, than any comic convention I've ever been to. Like even the big ones. And I remember last year I was like, you can't get any crazier than here. And then I heard this year's even more packed. So I just wanted to give everybody a heads up. You know what I mean? If you really got the over censor everything. Drew, what do you got going on, brother?
I guess let's see if I can pull this down. I've been working on this Skyrim build, getting it all ready. Video should be out later today. Whoa! I feel like you know, sorry, it goes crazy.
I was sorry, I was a little late on that.
Let's see. Let's hide more of the mess. There we go. This next Sunday I'll be traveling. It's my sister's graduation, so I will not be at Brick World Chicago, but I'll be in California, in SoCal, so it'll be good. So I won't be here for Good Morning Brick World either, but Skyrim video out. Hopefully another video out before I go, but I leave Thursday, so it's gonna be a tight week anyway. So
timeline,
we'll see.
It's gonna be a pretty tight week, I think, for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Father's Day next week too, but you'll be missed.
It is Father's Day.
We'll get through a whole stream, Drew, if you're not here.
Yeah.
Well, if you won't sleep in or anything like that, so you know.
So next week, just so everybody knows, on Father's Day, we will be having some random dads from the Lego community popping in.
Random Dad Day. Woo.
It's gonna be kind of sporadic, but I guess it's Father's Day, so what else you can expect? Because one, it's Brick World's going on, so not sure who can stay in for very long. Two, it's Father's Day, so you know, a lot of people start their days off with like breakfast or their family or whatever the case may be. So
spoiling dad.
So we will see who can join us. Got a couple confirmations, but you know, we know how it is. Brick Babe, you got anything?
I always have a million things going on. You know me, right? It's always some shenanigans. June is Black Music Month, so if you follow me every day, I post a new Lego scene with some kind of music from some iconic artist, and I've been loving that, having fun. There's always the Mom and Mo show. We're on our 4th year streaming, so woohoo! And I think that's it. Just watch me build Wednesday on YouTube. So follow me on YouTube, The Brick Babe, and I think that's it.
Right on. By the way, Dudu, thank you for being a member for 38 months. Appreciate you very much.
A long time.
As far as my stuff goes, I mean, obviously, you guys know we got Good Morning Brick World every Sunday. I got Pure Rant Fury every Friday at midnight. It's technically Saturday, but you know, whatever. It's Friday at midnight. I've been working on a bunch of different videos. I put out a couple last week. Had a week in review. Had like a Lego competition video. I've got other stuff. I'll have a Hive Reacts video coming out this week. I don't know, a lot of different stuff I'm working on, but it's just hard to kind of keep track of everything. I will also probably have a city update here maybe soon because I'm doing all kinds of crazy stuff back there. So we shall see what happens. And yes, Lego or London Bridge Brick says the British are coming. There's a British invasion happening over in Chicago. All right, everybody. We appreciate you very much. I'm going to go ahead and play the member outro. For those that don't know, if you're a member, I put your name and the outro and put like funny pictures or clips or whatever. You know, I don't know what behind it. Everybody, like I said, we appreciate you. And we will see you next Sunday. And for everybody going to Chicago, have a wonderful time. I'm sure we'll talk about it. We'll definitely talk about it next week. So peace out, everybody. Mwah.